Okay, I'm going to keep this very short and sweet because I've only got 8 minutes to do what I'm showing you. This is Classroom Maestro, which is some software that I've been looking at the potential of using it to educate and show. And I'm using it with an Arranger keyboard, and I think the company has no idea these things exist because it will not display two separate MIDI channels. So, for example, with my left hand, if I want to show a chord, it plays a chord. But the minute I actually want to play the melody, it starts then affecting the chord because it thinks I'm adding additional notes to the chord. I don't. What I actually would like this software to do is where the split point is for my left hand for the style, my chords only play up to there, and that's as far as they go. So I don't want it to recognise chords here. Not at all. I just want it to recognise melody. Because if I want to teach somebody to play a melody and a chord, a simple sort of tuition lesson, this is what it needs to do. And I've emailed the company 2 or 3 times and it was so dismissive, it was unreal. So I thought, what the hell, I'll make this video and show them and hopefully get some feedback to them as to what this could potentially do. All it needs is a little bit of programming to say, look, what appears on the chord section here only reads from that particular note downwards, and anything that's here should be on a separate stave for the melody, because the same principle would work with organs. So the potential for the software is great, and don't get me wrong, if you play piano it must be an absolute dream, but this isn't a piano, it's a keyboard / using it with an organ. And an organ would work in the same way. You'd have 2 lower keyboards. The lower keyboard would play the chord, but you wouldn't have the chord and the right hand together on the same part. So I basically wanted to make this little video to show you and warn you also if you are thinking of buying this. Thankfully, I haven't. I was very close to, and it was only when I did the demo I thought, oh hell, this could have caused me a lot of expense and problems. So if you are looking at this with a view of potentially using it with an Arranger keyboard or an organ, you can't forget it. It's not going to do it unless they come up with an update. But this to me just does not make any sense. Why would you want to have the chords? They should say, okay, the chord's split in here, and therefore everything below, yeah, here's what the chord is. Ta-da! And then when you're playing the melody, you should have a separate stave for the right hand. So you should have 2 staves, one for chords, one for melody for the right hand, and then you're fine. That's all it needs. And I tried to explain, but as I say, they were so dismissive. It really angered me because I've never come across a company where I've sort of tried to give them some sort of idea of how it could be used. In keyboards are taught in schools. This would be handy for school. And yet the company just, no, not interested. Thank you very much. Anyway, so if you're looking at keyboard Classroom Maestro, be very wary if you're using one of these keyboards or this type of instrument, because it simply will not do the job. So yeah, keeping it nice and sweet, and after 8 minutes it comes up with a message saying this is a demo, you can't go any further. So luckily I've done it within the 8 minutes. Hopefully if they see this positive feedback, hopefully we'll come back with an update. And they can tell us that, yeah, it does it now, and here's an update, and you can buy it. But based on how it is now, it's a no, unfortunately. So marks out of 10, it gets a 2. 2 for effort, and the rest is just down to pure response from the company because they did not want to know. Okay, so there you go. So a little bit of a YouTube review of Classroom Maestro. And don't believe all the hype that you see on other videos, because trust me, it is hype. All right, take care. Bye.